What's going on YouTube? GeoSnow right here. So in today's video we're going to discuss about the Electra jailbreak for the A12 and what's going on, and also we're going to discuss about my jailbreak Osiris and the stage it is on for the moment. So just a few hours ago Coolstar posted, quote, A12 on iOS 12.0 up to 12.1.2 is GGAZ or good game easy. Just bug fixes now. He's basically saying that the A12 jailbreak is finally working, is done, and he's just doing some bug fixes before he can release it. But anyways, yeah, the Electra will in fact support the A12 according to Coolstar, but another important thing you should keep in mind is that Electra will not come with Cydia. It will come with Sileo or Sileo or whatever they want to call it, but it's not going to come with Cydia. Now, that may not necessarily be a bad thing, since Cydia is aging quite a lot. Saurik basically wishes he never created it and wishes everybody would forget about Cydia and move on with their lives, quote unquote. So basically at this point we do need a replacement, and from my tests the Sileo application is actually up to the standard and it works pretty fine. Now I know there are some drawbacks to it. For example, many of the repos that work with Cydia will not work with Sileo unless they are updated, and many of the developers who maintain these repos are no longer interested. They just keep that up, but they do not bother anymore. But Coolstar posted this in here, which is basically a repo checklist with the repos that actually work properly with Sileo at this moment in time. And repo owners can basically contact the Sileo team and tell them whether their repo works or not with this. But yeah, there are only a handful of repos in here, all these with green, that are 100% ready for Sileo. Because if you see, these in here actually have two greens for SHA-256 hashes and HTTPS, but they do not support Sileo native depictions. Now, I do not know whether this is important or whether this is a requirement in order to be able to add that repo and work with it, but if it is, only these repos in here which have three greens would work with the Sileo. Now, the good thing is that most of the repos used nowadays, like Charis and Dynastic and Electra and Peta's repo and stuff like that, do work and have been updated, but many smaller ones still need to be updated for the Sileo depictions, and some of them actually do not work at all because they do not have SHA-256 hashes or they do not support HTTPS. So yeah, I don't know. However, if you take a look in here, the repo BigBoss is not part of it. The BigBoss is, according to Coolstar, not compatible with the Sileo and is very likely to not be included unless they do major changes, which they are probably not going to do. So yeah, switching to the Electra may not be an easy step. So yeah, you're going to have to keep in mind this. If you're migrating from Uncover on your pre-A12 devices, or if you're jailbreaking for the first time on your A12 with Electra, you're going to use Sileo instead of Cydia, and there might be repos that are not compatible. But yeah, let's talk a little bit about my jailbreak, which is basically Osiris, which is a developer jailbreak that I'm currently building for iOS 12.0 all the way up to iOS 12.1.2. Now this is basically the jailbreak that I started back in 2018 and updated at the beginning of the 2019, but I used to use Chilin, which is basically a framework created for jailbreak developers by Jonathan Levin. Now, I dropped that and I only use it for some testing here and there at this point, and I'm basically using my own patches in here and, my own code in order to handle various things, and I'm also using code from Jake James and Pwn20wnd and so on, open source code that can be integrated in other projects, but I'm no longer using the Chilin platform because it's closed source, so it's very hard for me to maintain it and to update it when I need it. So yeah, I basically rewrote the Osiris jailbreak in here. It comes out pretty nice actually. I got Filza working finally with the jailbreak. This is not going to contain Cydia or Sileo and so on. It's going to contain Filza for file management, and it's going to give you SSH so that you can connect from your computer and so on. So it's mostly for researchers and for jailbreak developers and stuff like that. But I'm learning a lot by doing this jailbreak project, so yeah, definitely a very nice experience. I definitely recommend you to check it out. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe to stay updated. I am GeoSnow. Until the next time, peace out.